The Sports Ball Stuff podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Sports Ball Stuff with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the major sports stories that intrigue us and the little stories that enrage us.
July slump that happens every year right? And now Aaron Judge is hurt
Yeah.
because he threw a ball from outfield to home plate, which I get it. I couldn't make it to first base at this point in time. But at least it's a strain, and we're going to DH him when he comes back after 10 days. But that's not the fucking problem with this team. What was the stat I read? Yesterday was Sunday.
Oh, it's the first time in a week that they've had a game with no errors.
A full 7 days that they went errorless in a game. Only the most important week of the season when you play Toronto and the Phillies at home, and now you're playing Tampa at home, I think.
No, they're in Florida.
So, there.
That's why we're both fucked on the game, is because both our teams are in Florida.
Our teams are in Florida.
And they're on FanDuel.
Fuck Florida. So, yeah, Aaron Boone is an idiot. We signed a third baseman, and he's gone 4 for 7 and plays good defense. First game. So.
Would that be why you had no errors?
Right. So we have somebody who can actually play third base instead of trotting out the corpses that we have.
There's a third baseman in St. Louis who would probably like to go to New York.
I was hoping for that.
And I would enjoy taking a good portion of your farm system.
Well, here's the problem that I was about to get to. Our top 3 prospects are supposedly off limits, and I love that.
Well,
now
yeah.
you just need to pull them the fuck up and let them play.
Yeah.
Especially Spencer, because he could play in Judge's spot in the outfield. He's another giant. He was the kid I was telling you about.
Yeah.
He's another giant. So, it's time to let these kids play. We have no other... We're, 5.5 games back? And nothing's fucking changing. Absolutely nothing. And after every fucking game, oh, good Lord. It's we're close. I like the way we're playing. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but you've seen this movie before.
All the time.
Yeah.
And I should have known this was going to happen.
Probably be, first week of August, it'll be a rough week. And then all of a sudden, it'll be you win this series. You win the next series. And then by the time you get to September, it's sweep, 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 sweep.
So here's the thing.
And you're back in the hunt for top spot.
That I can see us catching Toronto. Because Toronto lost, I think, they've lost 4 games in the month of July.
Yeah, they can't sustain that.
Right. So
no one can,
they're trying to pick. I think they picked up a pitcher today. So I guess they realize what's up. But again, you see teams lose, 4, maybe 5 games in a month. You can't sustain that.
No.
And I understand that. The Yankees were 15 games over 500, 5.5, 6 games up. I knew we weren't going to sustain that, but I don't know. And it's not the rest of the American League East, 3 teams would make the playoffs right now. There's not a juggernaut in the American League right now. Detroit looked like it, but they lose 2 series last week?
Yeah, but the
Astros are the Astros. Good God, Seamus. The Astros are the Astros, so they're slumping and they've got injuries. But
yeah, they've lost 4.
Right.
But yeah,
name me a powerhouse looking at that. A surefire. They're going to go through the playoffs and beat everybody.
I would still say my money would be on Detroit.
Mm-hmm. You know why? Because they have a surefire Cy Young ace, which is what we had last year.
Their pitching staff is solid.
they could use a bullpen and maybe another bat.
Yeah.
Just watching them from afar, and that's the father-in-law's favorite
Well, we
team.
still got
I think we're
3
halfway-
days. 3 days till the end of the trade window.
31st, right, at midnight.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many games are we in?
Well, Detroit's at 62 and 46,
So 106 games, give or take. So
which is it's like that's my point about
like we're 2/3 through the year.
Detroit was that they built enough of a buffer that they
Correct.
could go
But
on a slide.
Are they double digits yet? Nah.
No. But I mean, I think at one point they were 20 games over 500.
Right.
Which is why you can go 3-7 in your last 10,
And still
you're
be okay.
still well above 500.
Yeah, for all the Yankees shitting the bed, we're still 9 games over
Yeah.
500. But if
Whereas-
you look at the division, everybody's over. Well, no. 'Cause
Whereas,
the Rays-
where again, as you were pointing out, Toronto surged to where they're at now recently
yeah,
in the last month or so.
since July, since the end of June,
The-
which is when they started that
Yeah.
10-game win streak.
That's
they've
not
lost.
sustainable.
No.
So they're gonna dip back down. Whereas the Tigers are on their slump,
Yeah.
and then the only
Quote,
way to go,
unquote,
yeah,
slump. Yeah.
and then the only way out of a slump is up. So
Well, they've got a slump buster and.
did you like my
Skubal.
visual? On
I
that?
did.
Yeah, there you go.
Skubal. Is that how you say his name? I never knew.
Yeah, or
Like,
Scoble. Close enough.
You've got a bona fide, what do they call those? Losing streak busters. Like they've got you're only as good as your next starting pitcher. So who can stop the bleeding? We did have that in Max Fried, but he seems to have cooled off the past couple of
Yeah.
starts. Which again, look at
But-
John Cena.
Looking at across everything, I mean, all the teams in first place are sitting on 60+ wins.
Yeah. 2/3 of the way through the season.
So my woes are is that at a certain point in time, we were about 3.5, 4 back from the Cubs. We're now 9 off, and Milwaukee they are tied with the Cubs.
They just went on a 10-game win streak, though, too,
Yeah,
didn't
they
they?
did.
They got stopped at 10
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, and then they won.
again.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, they're 10-1 in their last 11.
But they're
at
also
least.
15 and 11 in the division, which is just under the Cubs, who are 16 and 9. That's, I mean, as of right now, and so
Are the
I'm
Cubs
not- I'm
that
not-
good?
well, they're getting better because they brought up their
So they're doing what Detroit did last year at the end of the season, where they brought some kids up, and they had their starter, and now they're
well, they've had them up this year. Where I mean,
Well,
there's
that's-
that
yeah.
Crow Armstrong kid, and who again he's gotten better as the season's gone
which
on.
is what you hope.
Right.
He may hit the wall, the kid wall. As it
Could
were.
yeah. I mean, I'm not. I don't even think Cubs fans would say that they think that they're favorites to win the World Series, but
I mean, and I guess that's the only reason I'm still like
and
optimistic.
I'll
but
put the Brewers in a different bucket in that I think the Brewers underperformed.
holy shit, the Cubs
Yeah.
have the best record in baseball
Well, no, Toronto does right now.
because they have one more win.
Right.
What the
well,
fuck?
Cubs and Brewers are tied. So,
What the fuck?
right. The now again, division's weak, and but I'm
Now
not
the Dodgers have lost 2 in a row, and they're 4-6 in their last 10.
I'm not pissed because again I knew the Cardinals were playing with house money this year, and one of our starting pitchers has been a reliever, so to
Are
ask
they moving him back now that they got rid of that other guy? Or was that other guy Fetty? Was he even starting?
he was a starter, yeah.
So they're going to move your boy back to starting?
No, I mean
Or he's a reliever now?
Palante was a reliever. He's been a starter this
Oh.
year, and
I thought it was the other way around.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's the problem is that Palante's running into his arm can't take it, because he has.
Imagine
Yeah.
that.
So
That's some shit Boone would do.
and if we had a deep rotation right now, yeah, you could throw him back into the bullpen and move, and you can probably
Or
do
you
that.
blow his arm out, then you're down
Yeah.
a reliever and a starting pitcher.
But at this stage, I mean, we're 3.5 out of the wild card. So
Yes, yeah.
there still is a thing, but like, good God, do not trade away any prospects
That's exactly where I'm at. Do not. Yes, we
for
were
a
two,
fool's errand
We were
to
2
try and make
wins
a wild card.
away from a World Series, and probably closer than that if our defense was halfway decent.
Yeah. So
We could have won the World Series, and we decided to run it back,
also,
and now we're fucked.
because I'm in a different position than you are, I want at this stage, I want the Cardinals to miss out because, again, so we know the president
Yeah, you're getting a
GM
hard reset. Like, you're getting a Thanos snap at the end of the
sort
season.
of, yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, at least in the front office.
Oh, by
And-
the way, Boone through 2027, Cashman through 2026. Yep.
Well, and so that's the other piece of the puzzle is that even though he far exceeded my expectations this year, I still do not have faith in Ollie Marmol.
No.
And so if we don't,
Every article you read about hot seat, he's there.
yeah, well, because again, they would have to make the playoffs for it even to be a notion in the incoming GM president. And obviously you don't want to take over a franchise.
God, wouldn't that suck if
With-
they made the playoffs and then the
Well,
new
that-
GM
yeah.
was like, man, he took a shit salad and made the playoffs with it.
Yeah, and that's my worry. I don't
Trust me, I know the Yankees do. The only reason Boone is signed through 2027 is because he finally got us to a World Series
Yeah.
through all of his fucking flaws.
So I don't think. I mean, the Cardinals would have to win the World Series, I think, for Chaim Bloom to go. Okay, like Marmol's my guy.
No offense, I think you're safe.
Yeah, no, I think we are too. But again, I
wish-
don't want anything clogging up the works here. So, and
No,
it's,
because you're a couple of years, not even like next year.
well, again, we bring in we have a new front office staff who's already been redeveloping the farm system.
There you go.
And then with who we have,
You know me,
you get
I
a
love a
proper
farm
man.
system.
Yeah, but if the Cardinals brought in a proper manager,
Right.
someone who knows how to work the pitching staff in a bullpen, how to properly, and again, Marmol has
I will give it
grown
up.
leaps and bounds.
I think we both would have agreed that the Cardinals were not making the playoffs this year, and he's got them within spitting distance of the wild card.
Correct. Yes.
Solid,
And-
solid. The
But-
Yankees,
But what it's looking like is that it may not be him. Honestly, I think like his best managerial growth this year is that he let pitchers pitch instead of yanking them super early like he used to do. I know. So, but to say that means that overall he's a good,
no, he's evolved.
yeah. And I'm just saying, I mean, same as your franchise, my franchise, we've had a history. We have several past managers who are on at least our individual Mount Rushmores, if not on Mount Rushmore of baseball managers themselves.
Yep.
So you go, and even some that went in between,
I've
like Johnny Keane.
I know.
We gave you all a bag of crap after winning a World Series, but then we gave you Joe Torre.
Torre. Yeah, right. I get it. You gave me Goldie, so I'm good with that.
Yeah. And Harrison Bader and Luke Voigt.
God, don't talk about Harrison Bader. Although I don't think he stayed healthy this year. I tried to follow him as much as I could, but I don't.
And you
think
had those
he's-
like three glorious weeks with Matt Carpenter.
Yeah, those were wonderful weeks
Yeah.
of that season 2
Yeah.
years ago. God, he gave me so much hope. I love you, man. I guess long story short, I don't know if there's a juggernaut in baseball except the Dodgers still, even though they're slumping.
The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Sports Ball Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, Produced and edited by Ben Grimion. Marketing by Brock Ryder. Graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion. Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.